Oh my. What the fuck does that even do? Holy shit. So first off, did anyone know this was coming? Like, literally, it feels like it's just come out of nowhere. But let's dive into this new Serum. I'm a massive Serum fan. Massive, no pun intended. Yeah, I'm a massive Serum fan, so I thought I'd do a run through of the Serum. I may edit out all the stuff where I'm scratching my head and wondering what the hell's going on, but let's see. So the first thing, I mean, oh my god, like, who the hell does this anymore? Like, it's fucking free. If you had the previous version, that is, like, who are these people? They're amazing geniuses. Big up to Steve and anyone else behind the scenes that doesn't get as much credit. To be honest, I wouldn't have even cared to even download it if it wasn't free. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't have bothered. Not yet anyway, but seeing as it is, I'm just going to rinse this shit. This thing, it's like a door within your door. I don't know if they're trying to wipe out every other synth, but man, this does it all. You've obviously got subtractive, additive, FM synthesis, the wavetable synthesis, which, you know, they're built in different features, like these dual warp modes, and what they call phase distortion. Does, I don't know, some sort of shit, which I'll show a bit later. You've obviously got the extra oscillator, more wavetables, but now they've thrown in granular synthesis so you can make some mad tones. Now you've got this dual warp mode, so obviously as opposed just to the one that you had before, you've now got two. I can't actually remember if you had this feature before where you can send the warp mode to noise and sub and stuff. Obviously, remember you could do it from the other oscillator. This is quite cool, I suppose, if you want to do like a dirty sub with some white noise on top. And then if you want to see the difference between phase distortion and FM, it's completely different. So just up in the top right corner of the oscillator, you can select which filter you want it to go to, and also the bus, which we'll come back to. And then, yeah, they've added this granular synthesis. So you've got different shapes, which you can kind of play around with. I think mainly the 2 or 3 that I use normally when doing granular synthesis is the scan and the length and possibly the density. I can't quite get it to flick around how I normally get it in other granular synths though. But yeah, you've got different options here, probably more than I'm used to when using granular synths. See, that one seems too smooth, and that's the default. See, that's a bit closer, and there we go. I'm starting to get that rattly sort of sound that I'm after. Now if I just try holding the note down, there we go. That's what I'm after. With a little bit of delay. Yeah, now we're getting there. This is more the sort of granular sound I'm after. So yeah, it's good. You've got the multi-sample option where, so if you ever use like FFZ files, or FFZ if you're English, they're like an open source version of like, kind of like contact files, multi-sample files, and the SFZ players are usually open source and free. You can you can now use those real recordings in Serum. So we're now combining another layer to this madness.
There is also the sample option if you did want it to sound less organic and natural, and you wanted that sort of, I don't know, pitch sample sound.
It's insane that they've even added this. This is crazy. I hope people go to town on this and really make high quality orchestral stuff. That would be insane. That would, save a lot of people a hell of a lot of money, using Contact. I don't think it'll take over Contact with that, but I use SFZ stuff.
Yeah, like I say, if people were to start making high quality sample packs, that'd be a game changer in my opinion.
There's this spectral oscillator, which I don't know how many modern synths have it. Yeah, I don't know any modern synths that have it, that use this now, especially in this way. Maybe the image line plugin, I can't remember the name of it, I'm not sure.
So if I just chuck my logo in, let's see what happens. I don't know. I might have to learn a bit more about this stuff, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
New wavetables, I mean,
seems to be very inspired by, like,
I don't know, dubstep, jump up, or bass out, which means the next generation of sounds from those styles might just be even more insane.
Yeah, I really can't wait to play around with these wavetables and start combining them. This is gonna be fun. I'll make sure to edit out the next hour that I'm gonna spend playing around with these actually. This is mental.
You've also got this smooth wavetable position thing, which is pretty cool.
I'll just quickly show you this phase distortion thing and the difference between FM. How much smoother it is. Honestly, so much. You got more settings in unison now. So when you set unison, you can do different modes. I haven't played around with this enough, but yeah, you can change the width. Honestly, there's just nearly too much to cover. It's crazy how much is in this.
Noise, you can route that to like a mixer channel, so you got more control over that.
Looks like they've also added more to that as well. And then this is where you select your bus, so you can add effects to that.
Filter section, you've now got dual filters, and you can run them one into the other in series, or you can run them parallel, both at the same time. You've got more filter options,
like DJ Mixer does a low and a high filter cutoff.
Like this MG Dirty, that has this fucking cool pain knob if you want to burn that shit. This PZSVF lets you draw in your own shapes. you can create all sorts of madness. You've also got an extra envelope, and you can also make them sync instead of just milliseconds, which is really underrated, I think. That is a wicked option.
Like, one example is you could pick out your timing on the length of the sub to sit underneath your kick.
They've added swing to your LFOs, which is really, really cool. That's wicked. You've got a lot more LFO shape tools. You got new ones.
And I imagine somewhere you could save and then import your own. A bit of sidechain for you.
I've never used Chaos Filters, but I saw a picture on the website, so I thought I'd see what it's about, and it's kind of like a random LFO, it seems, and you can switch between them. I'll have to play around with that. This drawable path on the LFO is another feature, like, what the fuck. This FX section has changed. So this is kind of mad. So you're allowing more flexibility and even more complex signal routing, such as like the splitter and now the buses. But first, let's check out the new stuff like Bode, which just seems to be like a frequency shifter, but it is a good one. And you can see there, it's just affecting the lows. So it's split that. Let's check out what we can do on the highs. And make your highs wide if you want. You can also bypass the highs while you're working on the lows if you want. And then your crossover. You've got this convolution reverb. Loads of different impulse responses. And you can even import your own. So for those that don't know, it means that you can go and record an impulse with some stereo mics in your bathroom and import it.
Then you would have the sound of your bathroom in a reverb.
New algorithmic reverbs. The delay sounds like it's almost analog, and it's so nice. It's really well made, really, really good quality. That's insane. Then you've got this arpeggiator section.
These patterns look very similar to the ones that are in Ableton as well. Then it looks like you can use this as like a performer. So you can have different arpeggiator sections or variations. Then obviously performing, you'll be able to flick through them live.
you've got this clip sequencer. I mean, to even have a piano roll, like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So, okay. So, I think these are things you can build. Yeah, so it looks like this is like what you could build into your live performance setup. And I heard or read on the website like a performer thing. So I think you could use this just like you use Ableton clips, basically. So you can make a clip here, and you can make a clip here, and then you can switch with them. I wonder how that works with my controllers, whether it's just plug and play. That'll be interesting to know.
So you'd have one clip here, and then be able to switch between them live. So it's got that performance aspect built in. So I wonder where they're going with this long term.
You can record MIDI in, and then you can view it as well, and then you can even export it back out. So when you've got your, you know, your arpeggiator doing whatever it's doing, you can then export it back out. These different slots, yeah, they're just like the Ableton clips, allowing you to perform, switching between them. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what I would call this. It's like a conjugate synthesizer that does everything. Maybe in another 11 years, they'll build their own DAW, because this is pretty fucking close. This is mad.